And before we continue sana, someone reminded me that niliwa promise for hizi app, for creating your app, is a way we need to have the APK version. Ama after we create the app, how do you take it to Play Store? How do you share it with friends? Hiyo bit hatukufanya. So for today, I'll be sharing my screen so that I show you how to do that. But before then, I think we could discuss on the types of websites. I think hiyo ilikuwa kitu tuliagree jana. You go do some research about ujue websites kuna types gani. Okay, we mentioned e-commerce websites. What is an e-commerce website? And also, what are other types of websites? Like maybe how are they categorized? Tukayo. Yeah, so let me hear from you guys. Ume learn about types gani za websites? Okay, even before tuingie kwa types. How are websites categorized? Like unajuanga aje how to say hii website ni hii type, hii ingine ni hii. Like how do you categorize them? What do you check? What do you check to know website ni ya type fulani? Someone can tell us what they have learned from their research. Just unmute, utuambie what you know so far. Anyone? Anyone willing to share with us? I'm sharing bana ya leo. Share screen. Okay. 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 Like that. I hope someone can now see my screen. Leo ni day 10. If I'm not wrong, I hope nimekuwa nikikeep count hizo numbers vizuri. Today should be day 10. Yeah, so how do you categorize websites? Unaangalianga nini kwa website ili ujue iko type fulani? Ama what type of website have you learned about? Someone unmute, utuambie. Just say what you know. Anyone? Typing pool anasema categorize based on purpose or function. Yeah, actually I think that's the very common ama ile yenye tunatumianga kila time ni based on purpose ama function. Yeah, and now based on the purpose ama function, what types of websites do we know? You can type hapa ama unmute tuambie of any type. Nelson says kuna static website na dynamic websites. Yeah, that's correct. Or anyone else? What types ama categories do you know za websites? Commercial, typing pool. Titles anasema kuna e-commerce, kuna business website, kuna portfolio, kuna event. Yeah, that's correct. Commercial website is ndio tunaita e-commerce ama business kwa hiyo group, personal business. Yeah, I see we've done some research. Yeah, so I get to know a website from a domain names can end in .ke or .com. Yeah, that's true actually. Ukiona ile venye domain ile jina ya website inaishia, you can tell inafanya kazi gani, and probably from that ni type gani, ni ya wapi, blog websites, titles. That's actually a type of website ilikuwa in a trend for some years until Google decided to do some strange things, the bloggers. So we can see we already have an idea what websites, what categories ama types za websites zina exist. Kuna corporate websites pia by Wilson. Thank you. So now I don't know if I should maybe share a basics of these. I think we should do that. For all these websites, how do you know website iko kwa category fulani? Now there's one thing, ukiangalia website, there's a website yenye you can only read what is there, na inabakingi hapo venye iko for years. So if ni text fulani ilikuwa kwa hiyo website remains almost the same for more than 5 years, nothing changing. So tukitoka 2025 to 2026, everything remained the same. Kiingia the following year 2027, hakuna kitu ita change. Then kuna websites zingine unapata items, okay, vitu ziko pale kwa ile website zina changing by season ama after an year, ama if kuna occasions zina trigger change. So maybe that will be one way of categorizing websites. And if you categorize websites in that way, we have static and dynamic websites. Someone actually shared that. I think it was I can see hapa ilikuwa nani? Ilikuwa Nelson. Nelson alituambia kuna static website na dynamic website. That's true. Ukiangalia website based on how it responds to changes, that's a very nice way. Actually, it's the best way to start seeing venye websites zinakaa. Static website hukuwa zile ukisha create, for example, you are creating a website to describe what will you be describing? A school history ya school fulani for the last kutoka time ilianza, kama zile missionaries zilianza kitambo hadi maybe 2010. If you create a website for that, your information I need to change at all, because that if the information was factual, there's no need to change it ama to edit anything hapo, so it will remain relevant for years without changing a thing. Comparing that to a website fulani yenye you are selling shoes, in that website, and bei ya kiatu sahi ni let's say 2500 shillings, then after maybe market imekuwa imebehave in a certain way, bei inaweza shoot iende 3500, then kiasi inaweza rudi 2k kukikuwa na offers kama za festive season ama ile Black November, tunaitanga jile Black Friday inakujanga around November, una slash price kidogo. You see, price kiatu ni ile, but then okay, colors could change, brands nini, prices zina change drastically. So hiyo website comparing na hii yenye hai change, if ya kiatu ungeweka ikuwe that fix that prices ziko zimebandikwa hivyo hazichange at any point, you will find client akikuja kubuy kiatu at 2500, but then price ya hiyo moment maybe ni 4k, and at that point hamtaelewanwa because each person ama each entity in that transaction ako on a different page. So that means there's a need websites zingine zikuwe static, zingine zikuwe na zikuwe dynamic, zikuwe zina change based on certain of events. Yeah, so hapa naona Nelson amesema static websites have no databases, no user logins, no personalized feeds. It's the digital equivalent of a printed brochure. Actually, hiyo ni perfectly correct. Nelson amenisaidia hapo ku explain this point. Okay, now if a website has a database, what is a database in the first point? A database ni pahali una store data. It's a database. So if you store data in maybe in a file, in a document, hapo penye umestore hiyo data, if you change items values fulani kwa hiyo database, then website ita change based on how you changed that in the database. Ama it may not necessarily be you doing the change. You could have set it in a way, ikifika maybe month ya March, let the prices change from 2,500 to 2K, because maybe there's some kuna kitu fulani ina happening at hiyo period. Ikifika August ama around another season, the price changes to another value. I hope tunapata idea. So ile website ni ile tu, but vitu zina change. Kuna website moja vitu zina change, ingine vitu ziko fixed kabisa. Yeah, so that's the very basic way of seeing website categories ama types based on how the content changes with situations. Static websites and dynamic websites. Now then, if we check, if we categorize websites according to what they do, someone actually suggested websites zinaweza kuwa categorized based on kitu zinafanya. Some websites will fall kwa ile category ya static websites na zingine zitafall kwa ile category ya dynamic websites. Some types of websites zenye zinafallingi kwa hii static ni kama ni portfolio. So you are like mentioning what you experiences zenye umeachieve up to a certain period. Hizo experiences huko kitambo they really don't change. Maybe sasa kuwe na zingine utaleta after some time. So if you are not like shifting jobs ama nini, then your portfolio remains the same and remain accurate. There's another type of website tunaitanga, how do you call it, ile ya let me check that type. Just a minute. Yeah, this is personal. Yeah, the personal website. Maybe kuna tu some details zako unataka watu wajue na inabaki the same. Kama okay, we've noticed in some situations after ama during if someone dies in a certain family ama a certain community, they create a website for him or her. And hiyo website inakuwa na details za huyo mtu, achievements zake over his life, education yake, family, and corporate achievements, all hizo achievements ama anything he did and angependa ikuwe recorded pale. The moment it's published, I think, do we really have a reason to keep changing what is there? If at first tulikuwa accurate to create content kwa hiyo website, there is really no reason to do that. So hiyo website inaweza baki ikiwa static. Yeah, so that's one a situation where you find static website. And institution nyingine unapata website zenye ziko static ama zenye information hazichange sana ni kwa okay, you could find kwa website kuna section fulani tu yenye you don't really need to change anything, kama for your privacy policies, terms and conditions, maybe on a page ingine kama ya the founders, maybe about us section ama about us page, hizo parts will remain the same for years without much change. Then these website kama ya some company where you will need to be updating what's the news, like kama what has been happening on that month, the announcement, what you are expecting to happen in the next few months. Hizo vitu zitachange over time. So that's a dynamic website. So now I want us to see some websites. I've actually created very many websites over time. So I will be taking us through a few of them. Most of them, I think we will use the Kenyan ones. Maybe we could buy something from them. Yep. The first one tutaangalia ni over school. I was creating the website sometime before wanajita go care. And this is Go Care Institute. I want us to tuangalie based on how it appears. Is it a dynamic website? Is it a static website? At least we can tell the difference. This is the homepage. This is where you find yourself after opening the website. There's some banners hapa. This is what they offer and details of each. We have, I think that's where the first page ends. If you choose like one of these courses, it will open a page with details of it and a way you could apply to that course. Yeah. Then we see there are these parts pale juu, the student portal, learning, careers, feedback, which if tukiangalia most of them haziko clickable kama student portal, staff portal, e-learning, they are not yet working, but kama career.
We cannot see anything. Please share your screen.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, sorry for that. I thought I'm sharing. Let me see. Okay. Oh, I shared a fixed screen. I should have shared the entire screen. Yeah. Can we see something different from what we were seeing? So let me know kama sasa iko na share kitu different. What can you see on the screen? Okay, thanks. Someone gave a thumbs up. Yeah, so this is the website. Let me just go back to the homepage. Yeah, so this is the website. It's a training institute, and we can see it has some features hapa, which ukiweka kasa pale, something appears hapo. Yeah, we have other details pale juu, most of which are not working, apart from hizi career na feedback. Has hizo details, has a button you can click, has courses, you can visit any of the courses, you can search for a course hapa. Also, what else we need to see? Has the terms and conditions page, has cookies policy page. has a yeah has this page in one of the pages yenye huwa haichange for years, will remain the same for even 10 years and above, depending on how the business ama the institution operates. Yeah, then I was also working on something else. I think iko na different version. Okay, yeah. Uh, came from something different. Yeah, this one. The company has does business in two dimensions. So on a school, and they also have a healthcare sort of facility. Yeah, so we could tell now based on what we can see so far. Do you think? Okay, what category do you think these websites are? Are they both static? Are they dynamic? Is one static, ingine inakuwa dynamic? Let me hear from you. What do you think? Oh, Danny says dynamic. Yeah. Go care. Yes. Go care. Okay. Nilikuwa type nini? I was thinking nikitype ikiwa combined in the same. Dynamic, very clear sir. Okay, thanks for confirming naona screen yangu. Montel LC, this one. There is another website. Is this one dynamic ama ni static? Do you think kuna some pages, kuna home, about our services, drive with us? What do you think about this one? Is it dynamic? Is it static? Let me see. Both are dynamic and static. Okay, hizo za kwanza zilikuwa ni dynamic actually. Then what about this Mont website? Is it dynamic? Is it static? And why pick that option? More static than dynamic. Thanks, Leonard. Actually, it's very static. Nothing changes for since I think I did it in 2023 or something. Imekuwa static. Nothing has changed since the time. Okay, you see how it appears is how I uploaded it. Easy images ziko hapa, the exact same appearance, so that somehow hazitokei quality mzuri kwa device yangu, I don't know why. The page about us as it was in Mebakivo ever since. Our services, they've been that fixed all that time. Nothing has changed. Yeah, so these are static website. Yeah, then I hope we have an idea of what a static website is, what a dynamic website is. Then there's another website I did last year. Let's see for it. Agreement technique. .co. Yeah. Do you think this one is a static one or a dynamic? No, stuff. Let me first see. Is it static or dynamic? Let me know what you think. Dennis says dynamic. dynamic. And this is actually interesting. Actually, eco dynamic, but for this part of the website, for like e-page, nothing has changed since I actually created it. Not a single item. But then some items change. Ama you are able to interact with it, ama there's some aspect of it that is not static. And that is based on these items tunaona hapa ya sign in ama start free trial. These are website for students. You may create students. I actually target students wako US na UK. Now sijaweza kutarget kila place. You see marketing saa zingine you have to be somehow niche. And for this website, I help students to learn faster. As you can see hapa, the theme need faster any subject in half the time. So students actually you can create an account when how it is, and this is a website that earns me some good revenue without much hassle. Yeah, so we can see I have some plans. You start free bila no entering details the credit card or anything. You just start free after creating your account. Then after you've done with those 3 free concepts, you can choose either of these packages, a weekly one, a monthly, ama an annual. Each iko na bei yake. Yeah, based on what you choose, you can subscribe. Yeah, then okay, now if you create an account, it allows you to upload some details. Okay, let me sign in. I have the developer account, so I think I have more in it. I can access more details. Yeah, so inafunguka hivi, then we can see some stuff. We can see vitu ziko na dates. You can see dated stuff. Yeah, you can see that. And you can see kuna some texts inatuambia we have some number of remaining notes. We have options za kuupload audio, kurecord audio, kuupload PDF, kuupload YouTube video. Okay, apparently this upload YouTube video haiwork. Iko na some issues inanisumbua bado. I'm still working on it. Okay, though ilikuwa tu hiyo time sijaiweza kufocus sana nayo. Upload PDF works, upload audio, record audio works. You upload an audio ama you upload a file, create your notes from that, and you can learn, you can generate questions, you can create flashcards, and that's the value I think it offers to the users. Yeah, so we could probably, okay, what based on what we are learning, what brought us here, need to create sites zina either they generate money for you as the creator, ama you create it for someone na imtengenezee do. So whether itakuwa dynamic, itakuwa static, itakuwa any category you name it, it should be something, a website that offers value to someone. Yeah, so we should remember that we are not just learning for the pleasure of getting the idea. Tuna learn ili tupate information itatusaidia. Yeah, so I think that's important. And so at this moment I'm getting around $500 to $700 a month from the subscriptions. Kuna subscriptions are weekly, zingine monthly, zingine za year. And because these are an academic website, so students hawakwangi shule kila time. Kama sahi tuko Januari, hii month imeisha. From around date 10 hapo hadi January wiki ya kwanza kuisha, there was almost no sign-ups, including the free ones. at around that period students hawasomi, but then sahii wanarudi, so the revenue is getting back in hadi around May, hapo April, May, then tungoje hadi September tena, and the flow continues. You can create a website yourself like this one for anything. You could be selling blogs, you could be selling uh, items online kama viatu, services, maybe cyber services, something. Yeah, and you can make money. Yeah, so that's it. So now, how do you create such a website? Think hiyo ndio swali kubwa. Ama okay, so far, what the question do you have in mind? Before hata ni create my own questions. What question do you have in mind? Based on easy few bits, because we are jumping from section from the item to item hapa na pale. What do you think you are expecting to learn before this session ends? Yeah, I want to hear from some of us what we need, what we want to learn ili to focus na. Yes, Samuel, unaweza unmute.
Yeah, thanks. My question is,
Uh-huh.
when someone comes to you, Ama, at what are the guidelines that would make someone decide whether to have a static website or a dynamic website? Because perhaps at times you might find someone gave you a job and you opted to do a dynamic website, only to find that if it were a static one would have worked better. What are those key considerations that one should consider always before deciding to go dynamic or to go a static?
Okay, yeah, that's a very important question actually. Let me note it down, and then I will address all the questions that I'll know what direction to pick between all the questions. I'll actually answer it. So how to decide between dynamic and static? Anyone else with a question about what do you expect to learn by the end of this session? Anyone? We have any messages here? Bernard says he expects to learn creating a website for online learning. Wow. Yeah, we can do that actually. Online learning websites. Front end and back end. Yeah, we will be doing both at the same time, Dennis. Front end na back end. But today tunafanya tu aspect tu kidogo ya front end ili tuone how websites look like. Then kesho tutafanya both at the same time. So tukiadd feature fulani, we add it kwa front end and implementation yake kwa back end. Yes, so we will be doing that. How AI can create a website. Yeah, we will be doing that with AI, George. But today we'll use a few AI tools, then tomorrow to engage with the main business. How to create a website and optimize it to be top list on Google search view monetization. Yeah, this is actually a very concerning issue. Developers wanajua create website, but then it does not appear anywhere. Even ukisearch jina yake somehow does not appear. Yes, so here to it, we'll call it a SEO and monetization. How to monetize websites, Lynn, thank you. How to create a website from scratch to something useful. Yeah, we will be doing that. The basics of deciding what to create from a basis of dynamic and static. Yeah, I get that. what to create. I think it's the same question Samuel asked. Additionally, if I create a website for my client, is there maintenance services to consider? Yeah, we will check that. What you want, how to earn from websites, how to earn from websites. Is it correct to say that certain sites do not have backend? Mhm. Correct. Actually, if you want to know if website ni unataka kukuletea client ni start kama ni dynamic, ukisikia ikwambia ile kitu ana create need to change, they don't need an admin dashboard, they need to change nothing, anything after you done it. That's basically static. But akwambia ikifika ni this time I will need to do something, if something happens I will need to change, user anafaa aweze kulogin, inafaa kukuwe na maybe if user ako place fulani aone content fulani. Ukipata hizo situations then dynamic, otherwise static. How to make website secure? Yeah, web security is one issue. Website secure, we touched on a bit of it jana. Tukisema pale difference ya HTTP na HTTPS, that was the very basic part, yeah, website security. So if you missed yesterday's session, your difference ya HTTP na HTTPS, and you will be in a good starting point. How to exploit websites? What do you mean by that, Titus? How to exploit websites? Vivian is laughing. Ama anamaanisha ile kitu yenye nafikiria like okay. No, you're not bad, Vivian. Ni ile kitu nafikiria website test, pen testing. Oh, kumbe it's that. Okay. I don't think we will be checking into that sana. But tutaangalia basics. How to know if your website is secure. It's actually part of your web security. If you can penetrate into your website, then someone else can penetrate into it. Like if you can access details the website, how authorized to access, then someone else anaweza fanya the same. You know. Yeah, so I'll try answer all these questions one by one. But before then, I think we should start like having something, do some practical stuff. Ili as it does the implementation, tunaendelea na discussion your time. How can I integrate ChatGPT or other AI tools to a website? Oh, this is very important. AI in websites. Like that website of mine yenye umeonyesha saa hii uses AI sana. Inatumia AI ku convert, kama ni umeupload audio, ina convert ile audio to text, then inachukua hiyo text ina create notes, inachukua hizo notes ina create quizzes, ina mark hizo quizzes, ina create flashcards, ina saidia student kujua ni wapi ameshika, ni wapi still akona some gray areas. Yeah, so how do we do that? API integration on e-commerce websites. Yeah, API integration ya e-commerce ni zile sana sana za payments. Ukitaka kuintegrate maybe kuintegrate payments platform kama PayPal, unataka kuintegrate a card system kama the likes of kuna this PesaPal, kuna ingine tunaitanga what do we call it? There are so many majina sikumbuki, sina hizo majina of it, but we have so many ways unaweza integrate API kwa e-commerce. You can also be integrating some tech stack kama WordPress kwa website yenye si ya WordPress. You will need an API and something. Tutajua hata API ni nini because I am sure some of us don't understand what an API is. Yeah, so right now we will start creating a website. And now to know what we first need to agree to create type gani ya website, ama to create website inafanya nini. Give me your ideas ili tuanze right now. We will pick some AI tool. Yeah, to create website inafanya nini. Website ya kuuza viatu, Samuel, e-commerce, Dennis. I'm picking like 3 more, then we start it off. Website for selling Lumba products. Amani Ramba, Amani, okay. I get that. Chapter consultancy services. Websites, yeah, writing services. Okay, Victor. Now from all these, ningani na pia sana. Naona tuko na kidogo. Kuna e-commerce, website ya kuuza viatu ni e-commerce ingine, writing services. I think e-commerce ndio most popular. Actually, there's someone who had suggested to create an e-commerce site. So that's what we will be doing. Now, to start, we will create the site that users see for the website. You know, kuna someone alimention inaitwa front end. Front end ni ile, if you get into an organization, the moment you step into the door, you find a desk mahali. Sana sana tunaitanga hiyo front desk. Ama I think jina front desk kuwa ni to maybe you've heard or you've said before. Now the same case. Okay, now kwa hiyo organization ama hiyo ofisi ama hiyo business, kuna hapo kuna front office. Hapo you will be told what to do, ama directed to the right, to the what concerns you. The same case for website. You may have so many pages, so many items for your website, and so that a user will know what is related to them, ama what will be ile kitu concerning kwao. They have to see something on the website, and that's what we call website. The website front end. Then there's the website back end. Discuss back end baadaye tukiangalia vitu za database, APIs, and yeah, vitu kama hivyo. So for now, let's focus on the front end, what users see. And for that, we will need a prompt. And apart from having a prompt, we will need a tool to create that front end. Okay, sorry. We have several tools we can use to do that. All these tools need AI tools. And I think we can actually have all of them working at the same time. We have moja yake ni a ChatGPT can do that. You can do that using a website called rocket.dev. You can do it with anything.com. You can do it with Stitch near Google. You can do it with any other. Okay, nikisema ChatGPT ni ChatGPT and other AIs ziko kwa the same category. So Gemini iko kwa hiyo category, DeepSeek iko hapo. Yeah, those can create websites. And now for this e-commerce website, tuna create, actually Samuel alisaidia ikue very specific and also chapter. Yeah, maybe we pick more familiar ya kuuza viatu. Yeah, so for that, let's see where to start. Leslie asked, will you also teach us about deployment? Yeah, we will deploy these websites. I have a server, I have a live server, so we will be deploying it na tunaitest tukiwa as we learn. But then hiyo haita happen leo because we can't do everything on day one. We will do that probably tomorrow ama on Saturday. Yeah, so I'll open Chat GPT. Then I will open a new chat and ask it to create a website. Okay. Now for this, we will need to have a website that already sells shoes ili tukuwe na be choose shoes for women, tukuwe na somewhere to start. Jumia is a general shop. Shop zetu seems to be focused on shoes. Yeah. So is has these categorizations. We can see yeah, I think we can create something like this. Iko na AI hapa, iko na chat ya WhatsApp, iko na cat, iko na ile heart, probably what you have added to your wish list. Iko na hii icon, probably you can create account, you can search items hapa. Unaweza like fill the items ukitumia hizi features ziko hapa hivi. So we will use this one. Nitaka iturudisha hapo, so I'll copy the website name, then nitakama hapa kwa chat GPT. Okay, now then we will ask it to create us the front end ama the user facing end. I have been checking on the website and like its appearance. I want to create a website. To aim that focuses an idea let's check on inspiration. And create the front end. Pick colors, pick a color scheme that could be good. Between maybe 25 and 50. 55 years. Field support. Stop buying. You experience. Let's give ChatGPT this prompt. And apart from giving ChatGPT, I will copy it first ili tuipe kwa another AI tool. So let me copy hivi ili tuone I've copied. Yeah, so ChatGPT starts doing the work. Then tukuje kwa the other websites, tufungue Stitch with Google, in ya Google. So ChatGPT is doing the thing. Then we come hapa hivi, try now. We have to be logged in. I think I'll already have an account. So I'll paste that. I'll choose option ya web. Take note kuna app na web. So then I'll go with the default. And you ifanye hivyo, then we go to anything.com, this website. Hizi ni tools natumianga almost on a daily basis. So if you see it popping up that fast, let me log in. So ChatGPT should be doing something already. We create two code.
Tutumie prompt tafadhali.
Okay. Let me share the prompt. Oh, I forgot to share the prompt. Okay, yeah. So you have the prompt hapo. Yeah, Erastus asking siku hizi hata unaweza clone a whole front end ya website umependa. Yeah, you can do that. There are so many extensions. I have this one I use hapa. This is that extension. See, I think nilitoa kwa some different nini. There are some Chrome extensions that help you to clone a whole front end. Okay, back end huwezi clone. Cloning ni una copy the appearance, the whole appearance your site, and you use it to now start creating your own site from that point. Share the AI prompt. I think I've shared that. Kindly share the links and tools used. For ChatGPT, I think we can just search that. We've been using ChatGPT. Then for Stitch with Google, I will copy that. I will paste it pale. Then anything.com, just copy that. Then kuna ingine, the another one I want us to use also. Inajiita rocket.dev. So just paste the same prompt for all those tools. Ni login, ni sign in hapa. Continue. You have been doing some projects, some any project. Ile prompt you need to now copy it, but copy that, paste. I think we go with what is there. Then tuingie kwa hiyo rocket. Access denied. Why? No. I'm a rocket. Rocket.new. I think it's the same. This is what I was looking for. So if rocket.dev does not work, to me a rocket.new is the same platform. Yeah. So check that. Continue with Google. Exhausted tokens. Okay. Unfortunately, tokens zangu zimeisha za rocket.new nimeitumia before. So I won't be able to generate using that site. But I think for you, if you've not used it before, utaweza create. Yeah, so now we have here ChatGPT iko na complicated in a way juu iko na these things in different files, different let's tell it we want to see the website. We want to that without having paste the code and software. You can copy this one also. So in case yako ikupe hizo files, you can use that prompt. Inakuwa preview, so you don't have to copy a code around from point to point. So it's doing the thing. Then after it's done, itatupea preview hapa. You can see preview itakuwa available after it's done generating. Yeah, so hii tool we can see it's rocket stitch stitch ya Google isha to create some pages. You can see this one of them. How do I make it? We download. Let's download it. Then we open it as a. Okay. Let's open the file. Yeah, so this is the page. You can see how it appears. I don't think it's zoom in out anymore, but that's how it appears. Tunaona iko na categories, has a item pale chini. Yeah, actually this is what I was looking for. Oh, we'll be able to preview that. As that one loads, we can also preview this one. Okay, hiyo option ya preview imeenda wapi? Preview tab. Apart from that, we have, I think we have those 3 pages. Yeah, so this one of them, you can see these imekuwa created by AI. Tumeita viatu, create that. You can search for boots pale. You can see details that, okay, haiko responsive per se, but we can see it looks, does it look like a real website? You can choose size guide iko pale, kuna add to cart, order via WhatsApp. Tuliambia kuwe na option ya kuorder through WhatsApp, tuko na option ya kuadd to create account pale cart. Yeah, you can see that kuna ile product description, reviews, the previous customers. You can see all those details. Yeah, and this is what we've just done with AI in that minutes, that few minutes. So is this something we could proudly present to our client? Hina ndio hiyo anything.com, it's working. I think, is it done? Yeah, it's done. So this is the top part. Kuna button ya shop now, arrivals, you can see those details. We can see sections. Yeah, how can you rate this AI tool of mine? Ama this prompt, tuseme ni prompt, because remember AI tool, ukipea prompt poa inakupea output poa. Ukipea prompt si poa. Yeah, I hope you are getting something similar. Recent Rasta says equal to generic. Yeah, it's actually very generic because AI copies ama ina replicate what if inaona other people creating. So if you are creating a site to sell, probably, okay, if you want design or looks or something, probably this is not what you will opt for. But if your goal ni kukuwa na a starting point, then probably you can start there, then we customize isikuwe that generic. Yeah, it's okay. We'll rate it 8/10. Oh, and thanks, Lynn. Hey, maybe 8. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I would like to see someone mwenye amecreate yake. You share your screen tuone what you have. Anyone? Hata kani if any tool umetumia kani ChatGPT, any tool. In the meantime, I could click preview hapa to think something's happening. Come. Console. Preview not working. Oh, so preview iko blank. So maybe a preview has a blank. Fix that. I'm not gonna hear issue. Let me share the prompt with you. Wow, someone has done something. VR to A, step into style. It's a nice place to start. Yeah. Yeah, you see, Njeru, thanks. And see, Abu scroll tuone he has done. Yeah, this is the mobile version. You can see it looks good. Kuna viatu. Ni website ya kuuza viatu, iko na viatu. Yes, doing it. Yeah, so I think we can see something. Yeah, thank you very much, Njeru. Yeah, anyone else ametumia AI tool any zenye tumemention ama any of your choice, you can share your screen with us tuone imefanya nini. In the meantime, let me see this preview kama imekuwa allow network. Okay, you know what that means. Let me just allow. Yeah, so this is what ChatGPT did. So based on what I can see, ChatGPT did a terrible work. So this is not the first thing I would expect. Ama couldn't expect to start from this. Haina picha, colors, black and white, nini. I want to see anyone else ameshare the generation. Anyone else, just share to own it, and we appreciate that. Yeah, so far we've seen AI can be a nice place to start the creation. Yeah, thanks. This is Vivian. Yeah, thanks, Vivian, and Karibu. We missed you while you were away. Yeah, we can see Vivian's site. Yeah, we can see in his stage created very nice pages. Yeah, you can see page ya kwanza and another one. Yeah, I think it could be a very nice place to start. Yeah, then tuone ChatGPT. I think somehow good. Yako inakaa better than what I got. Yeah, I think this is good. Yeah, so tumeona Stitch, ChatGPT. Yeah, anything preview will appear. This is a smart lady salon. Very nice one. Kuna hadi appointment booking place. Yeah, you can see. I think we've actually started doing something through these AI tools. Now, Kesho, what we'll be doing from tomorrow is a knowing how do we like proceed from what umegenerate. Kama ni ile code umetoa kwa ChatGPT, how do you use that? How do you make it a complete website? Because hiyo ni just a starting point. Kama kama this one, how do you use that to now create what you want, the final product? How do you do that? Hiyo ndio tutafanya kesho. Tutaelewa kidogo about backend tuone what is it, how do you get it. I think we will do that. So now before tumalize, okay, it's already 10, but I think we should mention something, how do you decide between a dynamic and a static website. That's very important. To create website, you need to know, do you equate type gani? Because as we can guess, static website to create is relatively easier than a dynamic website. So there's no need to GeForce to create a dynamic website if a client needs a static website. Utajipata you are overcharging, ama you're taking too long to deliver, and either between dynamic and static. One thing, does their content need to change over time? If they will need to be changing content, like ukisikia tu client amekwambia I will be needing to update something after a week, ama nitakuwa naandika blog na upload mahali, I will be doing something, ama I will need an admin dashboard, I will need to be logging in, hiyo ni dynamic. But even ashakupea maybe ka PDF ama refer to a place, utapata details, utaweka nazo, and you realize there's nothing that will be changing over time. Ama what will be changing in very little. Like if you need to like change just the current year pale kwa unaonanga kwa website pale chini, we have kama hapa tunakuwa 2026, if ilikuwa 2025 ingekuwa hivyo, next day itakuwa 2027. If it's just that hakuna vitu mingi na change, then in that case that's that static. So you unaweza, they can be reaching out to you and you do it to them. Ama after some 5 years wanahitaji to change number, ama they need to change their email address or very tiny bit, then that is a static website. And now someone asked, how do you, and like how do you know if like how do you, like is there a way you charge clients to maintain the website? Now to maintain ni for such things, to change these small bits, vitu ndogo ndogo. Saa zingine you can do it monthly, in some websites it's daily, zingine ni annual, zingine ni random times when clients need client need changes fulani. Yeah, but for dynamic websites, saa zingine if ni prices zina change, they don't need to reach out to you for you to change the price. For the price to change, you create them a place where they will be changing that. Na ina change for all users. We will see how we actually will create that place. Tunaitanga admin dashboard ama dashboard. You can those names go common pale kwa market. Yeah, now also hapa kwa how to make money from websites. Hiyo ni actually hiyo kwa the driving force to why did you create the website. There are very many ways you can make money from a website. One of them ni selling content, ama yenye tumekuwa tukiita for a while ama for very long, blog writing. You write content, people read the content, and from that you can sell things, items as they read the content, ama they can be seeing ads. So in case yenye wanaona ads, they access content free at no charge, and when they see the ads, the ad company pays you to show ads on your page. Maybe you may realize kuna website zingine zinakuanga na ad, zingine hazina ad. Hiyo kwa zile zenye hazinanga ad, ukiangalia most of them ziko na a way they sell something, they have another way of getting money from you. Zile zenye okay, ama okay, easy ways za ku get money from you could be either you subscribe, una subscribe ili usikuwe na unaona ad kama kwa YouTube ama maybe umeona hivyo. YouTube is a very relatable example. Kama umelipia YouTube Premium, you don't see ads. Kama hujalipia, una ads zina pop up randomly without you choosing when they will come up. You can also choose to have to be selling maybe something, books, products zako, you sell something kwa website yako, ama ikue website yenyewe imekuwa created kuuza kitu fulani. For example, ile feynmantechnique.co, I have never thought of having ads on the website because I already sell something to the users. So niko na aware kuwa compensated. Yeah, so those are ways you monetize. Tutaangalia some of them. We will see how do you make money using ads kwa website yako, like ni steps gani unapitia, because there are steps actually. How do you sell something through a website to users, like how users utawapata wapi, because actually hiyo ndio the biggest pain. To create website will take you 2 or 3 weeks or even a month, but now getting clients ni kitu haishangi. I do that every day. Yeah, probably pale TikTok umeona content yangu in one way or the other. Maybe umeona something ya Feynman technique mentions mahali, probably will be one of my channels. So how do you get the website in front of who you want it to be, like mwenye unauzia either the content ama product ama service fulani, how do you get in front of them? We'll try explore that. Yeah, now and also with the AI, how when you unaweza weka AI kwa website yako, we will be checking on that. And for that, I think we can try create an account using an AI tool called Grok. This Grok, this website, just create an account, and if possible, if ukiweza kuexplore enough, ucreate API key, well and good, but just make sure uko na account ya hii GROQ. Kuna GROK, which is not what we are saying, ni groq.com. Yeah, create an account for that. Hiyo ndio tutatumia API key zake because they are free. Okay, not that they are free, but say iko na free tier, like you can use it without paying anything. Yeah, for that I think that's what I wanted us to do leo. Zingine tutafanya kesho. Before we end the session, do you have any questions? Erasmus is working on a CRM. Wow, a CRM you must have invested yourself in that. CRM is a dynamic site, kuna database, kuna very many screens and whatever. Yeah, I can see that. The lead CRM, you can see the demo data pale, you can see visualizations. You can see that. That's great. Dashboard, pale ndo unaweza ona maybe summary ya kila kitu iko kwa site yako. Oh, this looks great. And CRM websites make money. CRMs will make do mingi sana. Mostly you sell to businesses, not to like you end users. Okay, kama ile website yangu nimeonyesha I sell to students. But for a CRM, you sell to people who are now more buying power. So yeah, just keep doing it. Yeah. So someone else is sharing the screen. Yes, I can see the code base. The code pale. Anti-gravity is awesome. Also, you're using anti-gravity for that. Okay. Yeah, we can see if you've never like created a site before, you can see some of us are already creating sites. I shared some sites that have made me money, some are making me money now. Okay, some of them nili-create a client and contract tukamaliza kitambo, so hiyo ni biashara tulimaliza. Then others kama ile e-Finman technique actually nilianzanga around, I think ilikuwa September around tuka hiyo, and I'm not sure of the month exactly. Then it's now making some good money for me. Na nataka tufike in such a place, you are either making money through your own site ama you are doing sites for others who need them and they pay you. Kuna advantages and disadvantages, like why choose in either of those approaches. Tutaona as we continue, tutaona the why behind where to start. Yeah, so do you have any question? Yes, Jasper.
Thank you so much for the session. So
Okay.
I have a question, and my question is on the prompt that we have used. We have used like 3 tools, and Stitch and anything have generated the preview of the front end of the website. ChatGPT has generated a code. So how do we use that code? And my other question is that code, can it be used in any programming language, or it will be only specific for a certain tool?
Okay. Easy tools tumetumia, each could have used its own language. Kama okay, ya ChatGPT tumeona ni HTML. Okay, I don't know if I should mention those many. Tunaona hii ni file ni .html. Then tukiangalia there was some CSS file mahali. Yeah, these styles.css. All actually, I think any website that exists lazima ikuwe na HTML in some way. There has to be an aspect of HTML. Now, for these other tools, kama hii ya Stitch, we don't know the language wametumia, but we will explore that kesho. Also, this anything.com, we will see the wametumia. You can see, naona hii ni someone can tell when amefanya kwa into this would be nini. Yeah, so how do we like use this? Ama can do if okay, yako imecreate na this language, ingine imecreate na hii Stitch inakaa ni picha tu, ChatGPT ni HTML. Now how do we like can we bring them together? No, we cannot bring them together obviously. So ile tool umepick, can it create a hiyo whatever imekuwa created, can it create a complete website? Yes. If ni picha imekuwa created, it can come from a picture to a complete site. If ni code, you can use that code in whatever language imekuwa created to a deployable site. And actually tutakuwa tuna deploy hizi sites hadi zi work to test hapa kwa class, then after we test it in this class, then you can go out in the world and sell it to someone. Yeah, so I think I've answered your question briefly. Hatutafanya hiyo ku-extract code na nini, but kesho the first thing tutafanya ni kujua hii HTML. How do you see what it has before like we expect uambie ChatGPT ifanye hiyo nini. We will see how to copy it and how to see the real thing. Yes, I think I've answered that. Any other question? Rasa says I will recommend one to know or just be aware what tech stack the AI is using. Remember, you will maintain the site. We will be maintaining. Yeah, we will choose a tech stack for that. Ile yenye inaona maybe AI iko better or something, we will do the choosing, Erastus. Yeah, so do you have a question? Any issue, comment? Yeah, do we use console or okay, you start pale kwa grok.com nani Craig, then it will guide you on where to just create an account. Then if you want a place ya ku create API keys, click on that. Yeah, So use grok.com, not console.grok.com. Hiyo ni nani iko ndani ya the main website ama tuite subdomain ama whatever. Yeah, so yeah, I think we are good. So tuonane kesho 9 p.m. I think because we have so much to do. Nataka by Saturday tuweze kuwa